this computer. Okay. Okay, hello, ladies and gentlemen. You can unmute yourself and say, Happy morning.
Happy
Happy
morning.
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 Happy
Happy
morning.
morning.
Happy
Uh,
morning.
I know today it's been raining all day long. I would say I catch a cold, but I hope this meeting would warm your night by saying Happy morning. But before we start our meeting, I would like to tell you our house rules. Be present, be on time, arrive early, and stay until the end because your presence matters. Rename yourself for the role takers. Role dash name. Toastmaster TM dash name dash club. For guests is G dash name. Support the meeting by mute your microphone, turn on your camera, and share supportive messages in the chat. Keep it safe and kind. For a topic like politics, religion, or anything not aligned with Toastmaster international guidelines. Most important, have fun. We learn the best when we are enjoying ourselves, so smile, connect, and speak from the heart. And today, SA team would be Zoom Master, Toastmaster Hanif. Without further ado, I would like to call our Madam President, Toastmaster Leonie.
All right. Happy morning, everyone.
Happy morning.
Happy
Happy
morning.
Happy
morning.
morning.
All right. Okay. So, my name is Leonie. I'm the club president of SCBD Toastmasters Club. SCBD stands for Supportive, Connected, Brave, and Developing Together since 2005. We are part of Toastmasters International, which is a non-profit organization that focuses on public speaking and leadership skill. So we are not an English course community, but we are a community that focuses on communication and leadership. And we do our meeting, we conducted in English. As part of Toastmasters International, we have values and mission. And I would like to call Toastmaster Kafa. Could you please read out our values and our club mission?
Okay. Thank you, Madam President. Our values are integrity, respect, service, and excellence. And for our mission, we provide a supportive and positive learning experience in which members are empowered to develop communication and leadership skills, resulting in greater self-confidence and personal growth. Back to you.
All right. Thank you, Toastmaster Kafa. Now, if you join our club, you can choose from one of these 6 educational paths. It's like a curriculum. So you can choose from dynamic leadership. If you want to be more adaptable as a leader, you can choose engaging humor if you want to improve your humor a little bit. You can choose motivational strategies if you want to be motivational in your leaderships. And of course, there are many more like persuasive influence, presentation mastery, and visionary communication. Now, on those pathways, there are unique projects to practice communication and leadership. One of them would be managing difficult audience, make a podcast, active listening, and high performance leadership. And there are many more unique projects that you can choose. Being a Toastmaster is also your chance to speak with confidence, build meaningful connection, grow as a brave leader, be a mentor, and inspire others. So I would like to welcome our supporting neighbors, Toastmaster Rizky Rido, or the VP of Education from Jakarta Toastmasters Club, Toastmaster Adina Restu from Tangerang Toastmasters Club. And I just want to let you all know that we meet every Friday. So every first and last week of the month, we conduct this meeting hybrid in the Ministry of Education Library, which is the Perpustakaan Kemendikbudristek, and every other week we conduct this meeting online via Zoom, just like today. And I would like to confirm first, do we have Toastmaster Wendy here? Mr. VPE, do we have Toastmaster Wendy?
She's not here. Looks like.
Okay, she's not here yet. Alright, so, okay, because Toastmaster Wendy is not here yet, I would like to, with the power vested in me, officially open this meeting by saying, Happy morning!
Happy morning.
Happy
Good
morning.
morning.
Happy
Happy
morning.
morning.
Thank you, everyone. Now I would like to hand the control to our Toastmaster of the meeting, our immediate past president, Toastmaster Donna Nadira.
Hello, everybody. Ew, 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 ew. So unmute yourselves and please say happy morning.
Happy morning.
Happy
morning.
Happy morning.
It has been a drenched and wet and cold soaking week, hasn't it? Yes, I live up in the mountains where the water is from, so like I see it in person, honey. Okay, well, anywho, we are here to come back and speak up because that is our theme for today. This is supposed to be our very first full hybrid meeting of the month. Well, unfortunately, due to unforeseen circumstances, aka the weather, we couldn't do that. So here we are online. Happy to see everyone again. Woohoo. Okay, so I'm here to introduce you to the meeting and to myself. My name is Donna. Welcome to SCBD Toastmasters Club, and here is what we are going to do tonight. Okay, so in Toastmaster meetings, we have this thing called the word of the day, and we try to say it as much as we can during the meeting. This meeting, we have the word, this week we have the word resurgence. It is a noun. It means an increase or revival after a period of little activity, popularity, or occurrence. For example, a resurgence of interest in surf rock. I love surf rock. Okay. And then we have questions of the day before I walk you through our agenda for the night. I think I'd like to ask a few people if they've had waves they have returned from. I'd like to call someone I'd never met before. Toastmaster Sheila or Ah-WoD. Hello, can you please unmute yourself? And can we have her pinned with me, please? Hello.
Hello.
Hi. Nice to meet you. Toastmaster Sheila, what is your best comeback stronger experience?
Well, gosh. Maybe what I have recently is that I got one of my family member just passed away last year, and I understand that as a adult, you need to keep going with life and everything, even though sometimes life give you trials. And I think sticking back that I can keep going back to work every day and keep performing, even though sometimes life isn't not always in a good conditions. I think that's one of my really, really reason and my biggest strong back in my life.
Hmm. Thank you, Toastmaster Sheila, for sharing a very vulnerable moment in your life. Yes, losses are difficult, and I'm glad that you get to bounce back from it. Thank you for sharing. I think I want to ask another person, our grammarian, Toastmaster Taufiq. Hello.
Hello, Madam Tom.
Hello. Yes, there you are. What is your best comeback stronger experience so far?
Ooh,
Ooh.
I'm not really sure to answer it, but I think joining speech contest a few weeks ago, like comeback, I guess, because I complete level 2 around November. So December I didn't do any speeches, and then I come back with speech contest, my very first time joining speech contest, and I just noticed that the pressure is different, I guess. Maybe only for me, but I don't know. It's what I felt, and I think that is the comeback that I felt, because the speech contest, the script itself, I created like around 14 version until I finally deliver it. So like, okay, I think that's my comeback. Yeah, back to you, Madam Tom. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, that is a comeback. And you are not wrong. It's not just you. The contest is hard and it is a whole different level. Draft number 14, that's what contest is. It is normal. Okay. Well, as for me myself, do I say it? Do I say it? Do I say it? Well, your girl has gotten so it was a really hard process, and there were lots of turbulences that I cannot speak of, but I am here, still rolling. Okay, we good, ladies and gentlemen. Let us go and take a look at the meeting agenda. So we have, first of all, the first session, which is prepared speeches. So these are members only, so guests, please join us if you want to see and make your own speech like Toastmaster Topic. They will be 5 to 7 minutes, and we actually have a shorter one today for icebreaker speeches. And then we are going to have table topics. What are they? Table topics are questions or prompts that you respond to for 1 to 2 minutes, and everyone can answer them. And so if you want a chance to speak, this is your chance. And lastly, we have the evaluation session where we get to learn about the things we can improve on, such as your grammar, such as how many times you say like I did just now. Those are also members only, and this is the chance for you to become an even better speaker. So for today, we have 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, a 5, a 6 role takers. They are Toastmaster Sonny, our VP of Education, as the general evaluator, who will be evaluating the whole of this meeting. And then we have Table Topics Master, Toastmaster Salma, who will ask you your mysterious questions that you should answer. And then we have Toastmaster Taufiq, our grammarian, who will note down the grammatical errors or great uses of language. And we have our counter, Toastmaster Sheila, earlier. She will count how many times we say, and also the word resurgence. So say it again as much as you can. Resurgence, yeah. And get the best score. And lastly, not lastly, almost, we have our ballot counter, Toastmaster Sulthan, our VP of is it operations? What is it operations? I don't know.
Whatever you like. What
Organization? Yeah.
maybe organizing.
Organizing. Okay. It's a real acronym. Amin dulu, amin. And then he is going to count the votes for the best speaker of each session. And lastly, we have our timer, Toastmaster Rania, who will be counting the time for each speaker. And so, our speakers for tonight are Toastmaster Fitri, Toastmaster Christian, Toastmaster Flo, Toastmaster Andika, and Toastmaster Adin. And their evaluators are Toastmaster Winda, Toastmaster Laras, Toastmaster Rizky, DTM Alvin, and Toastmaster Leonie, our Madam President.
Sorry, Madam Tom.
Yes.
Laras is changed to Toastmaster Malik.
Okay, which one?
Toastmaster Laras.
Laras. Okay, all right. Yes, okay. Hello, evaluator number 2, Toastmaster Malik. Okay, then. So with this, I think I am ready to welcome our very first speaker who is ready to introduce herself. I won't be introducing her directly. I'll instead call upon her evaluator, Toastmaster Winda. Toastmaster Winda, time is yours.
Thank you, Madam Tom. Happy morning, fellow Toastmasters and guests. Today happy morning.
Happy morning.
Happy morning.
Thank you.
Good morning.
Today I have the honor to be the evaluator of Toastmaster Fitriana. Toastmaster Fitriana will deliver her icebreaker speech project. The purpose of this project is for the member to introduce themselves to the club and learn the basic structure of a public speech. Without further ado, please welcome Toastmaster Fitriana, a name, a lifestyle, a journey. Name, lifestyle, a journey, Toastmaster Fitriana.
Thank you, Toastmaster Winda. Let me introduce myself. My name is Fitriana, and my parents gave that name. It's because I was born on Idul Fitri, such a common name actually. So last 10 years ago, there's someone who just called me Fit rather than Fitri. And it sounds a very simple name, but I like it because if fit means healthy, it suits me since someone who really loves sports when I was a child. I remember that I was 4th grade in elementary school. Every morning and every Sunday morning from 6:30 until noon, I always running. I always swimming at sports center near my home. Every year doing that, my parents told me that I have to stop it because my skin getting darker and I was too tall at the time as a child. So I quit. From middle school until high school, we all have a sports club in sports class and sports class at the time, right? At least once a week. I really into basketball and volleyball. Then I got to in college. I realized I wasn't as fit as I used to be. Maybe I wasn't as active I had been in school. Because I have a lot of homework and exam. And then I got first job, and my company had a sports club after office hour. So I decided to get back in shape, and I joined a yoga class. It was my first time, and I like it because it's make me calmer and help with my back pain. After that, I also joined a running club in Jakarta. after 5 years running and participating for several half marathons at the time, I decided to take my first full marathon. And it was my first and my last marathon, actually. I also try another sports and outdoor activities like badminton, archery, fencing, and Pilates, and also hiking. I submit Mandarin Journey, and it was my first time and my best hiking trips I ever had. So when people call me fit, it is more than just a nickname. It reflects my journey and my lifestyle. Being truly fit means having the strength, energy, and balance to enjoy life. And that it was what fit means to me. Thank you.
Ooh. Let's give our fit Toastmaster Fitri a huge round of applause. Please unmute yourselves. Ooh. Okay. Wow.
Congratulations. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Such a fit
Jason,
speech.
Yeah. She just did her very first icebreaker speech. So, yeah.
the first speech is very fit.
Indeed. Now there's a name for them called health nuts, but I don't think so. She is a great and example for all of us. So thank you to Sister Fitri for sharing with us your story. Next up, we are going to have our second speaker, Toastmaster Christian, who will be evaluated by Toastmaster Malik. Toastmaster Malik, time is yours.
Thank you so much.
Oh yeah. For today's speech
I think
is oh
Calm down, Toastmaster Christian. Your
Yeah.
evaluator speaks first.
Yeah. Your time will come. Your time will come. Chill. Take a sit back. I know you can wait, but please wait. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for having me. It's very glad to be back. Happy morning, everyone.
Happy morning, Toastmaster
Happy
Malik.
morning.
Right. All right. Without further ado, I'd like to I have the honor to be evaluator for Toastmaster Christian for tonight. And his speech on the level 1 project 4 evaluation and feedback, and his speech title was 2025 evaluation, which is very great. We're looking forward to it. Toastmaster Christian, without further ado, 2025 evaluation, the screen now is yours.
okay. So to begin with, I want to sincerely apologize to everyone who has been very grateful. I've been very grateful to them. Those who have a patient like mountain. And before that, I want to tell you about my story in 2025. So at that time, I was very, very depressed and slow respond to chat and many other things because the hardest part was that I lost and got scammed for like 4.5 million rupiahs because of try to buying some account game. The intention was I was trying to try to make some money and also trying to give in December, which is a Christmas time. I was trying to give an account game to the girl that I very love in. Nah, sadly, I got scammed like twice. So it was, I don't know, I cannot explain it in words, but you guys know how it feels if any of you have experienced it. And yeah, it taught me a lesson in the end of 2025 that I should not act very impulsive and have to, think twice before you act, and ask your friends who had uh experience in kind of, selling games and other things. And not just that, I want to tell you something that other than getting scammed. The other things was like I've been stuck and trapped in a situationship, and you guys can imagine that I cannot date with this girl, but in truth, she believed in me for like how long have we been talking? Like for like 1 year, almost 1 year. So I got to know her from Genshin, and we played together. And luckily, she trusted me for playing her account because I'm really good at it. Thank God for that. But still, I'm still stuck in this situationship, which is kind of suck. And yeah, and not just that, the last one is that I kind of, there's a quote in Nike, can, uh, just do it, just do it, just do it, just do it. Means that if sometimes our mind is restrict us do to not do something that we really can do. But actually we can, like, take a simple, if like example, if any of you maybe following me on Instagram or seeing my WhatsApp status story, I'm trying to, try to do pull up, and yeah, I'm shifting my focus from the press, from the press to become like focus on gym. So I kind of proud at myself. I'm kind of proud at myself because I can hanging for like for like 12 seconds to 30 seconds. That is the peak of my how can I say it? I don't know. But actually that is the best that I could do. 30 seconds. 30 seconds is the best that I could do for hanging. And then there is that I try to do a scapular pull-ups and other stuff, and whatever it is. I think that I could push this my limits to the test, and I will see the result at the end of 2026. But before I could end my speech, I would like to thank the 2025 was the year of me losing money for like this and try to not act impulsive. And second of all, you guys who out there want to try a girlfriend or whatever or a partner, I suggest you to play the long run game like I do. I still wait the opportunity to date this girl for like 12 months. You should, you guys try to be patient or whatever it is. Try to understand your partner that you in love with or whatever. Thank you for all. I guess that's all I could say.
Ooh, thank you,
Congratulations.
Congratulations for delivering
Uh,
your speech.
should
We
I
can meet yourself.
congratulate you, TM Christian? I don't know.
Yeah, it's kind of
Congratulations.
sad.
Okay, congratulate or state sorry.
Congratulations.
I am sorry to hear that.
Yeah. Our condolences for both your money and your situationship. But you're back. You have resurged and come back stronger. Yeah.
Yeah.
Scams are hard. PHPs are harder. But you got this. So Ladies and gentlemen, it'll come when you're not looking. The time will come. Yeah. Now I could say it. I couldn't last year. Okay, anywho, thank you, Toastmaster Christian, for delivering your speech and story. I'm so happy you've overcome it. We are on to our third speaker, which is none other than our VP of Membership, Toastmaster Flo. She will be doing her level 1 project for evaluation and feedback for speech, and she will be evaluated by the VP Education of our roommate, Jakarta Toastmasters Club, Toastmaster Rizky. Toastmaster Rizky, time is yours.
Okay, thank you, Madam Tom. Hi, everyone. It's me again. I know you're bored with my presence here, so I'll be quick. So today we will hear the speech by our VPM of TMC, Toastmaster Florentina Andres. She will deliver her evaluation and feedback first speech. So the title is intriguing. So I guess this is the questions that we can question ourselves. So, Toastmaster Florentina Andre, don't you deserve better? Don't you deserve better? Florentina Andre, the screen is yours.
Are you satisfied with your life right now? Can I see some hands? I will guess some of you doesn't feel it. Do you feel you deserve better? Better job, better boss, better partner? I have worked very hard to get here. I work for a multinational company. I'm starting my own business. And I think I look prettier than standard. Don't you agree? I deserve better. A few months ago, one of my friends was excitedly telling me about this girl she has just started dating. He is so handsome, so rich, so sweet. Then she said, but you know, I deserve better. My friend proceeded to ask me, why are you still dating that guy? He's not rich, he's not experienced, and seriously, he's not taller than you. Don't you deserve better? Of course I do. Of course I deserve better things in my life. But is that what I really seek? Ladies and gentlemen, fellow seekers, 2 years ago, I had a very specific list about my ideal boyfriend. Number 1, must be taller than I. Number 2, must be older than I. Well, at least by 3 years. And number 3, must own a business or at least work for a prestigious company. All my 3 exes fulfill this condition. Yes, exes. There are multiple reasons why we broke up. 1, doesn't like me pursuing my career. Well, another just relies on his parents' money. And the last, I hit the jackpot. His mom hates me. Don't I deserve better than this? 2 weeks after I broke up with my ex, I met this guy. Sulthan, can you please show the picture? Can everyone see the picture?
Yes.
Okay. He is, well, no word can describe him. Taller than me? Not really. Older than me? Well, not really. Good career! Yeah, well, you know. It's no brainer he doesn't fit into my ideal partner. But somehow, God must think it would be very funny to put them together. So we did. But why am I here making a speech about him? Don't I deserve better? My career ship is sinking. He was there, lending his ear. When I was finally fired, he didn't try to fix it or just tell me, move on. I'm tired listening of you complaining. He just held me and just let me cry. When rejection after rejection just crushed me, he reminded me again and again that my worth are not tied to a title. Yet, the criteria keep pounding. Don't you deserve better? Please rethink this. It's not too late. Shut up! It's enough. Yes, he's shorter than I, but his tall patience calms me down. Yes, he is younger than I am, but he frees my inner child. And yes, he is not richer, but I feel enough. And that's it. I don't deserve better. I deserve enough. Fellow seekers, we always want better things. Better job, better boss, better partner. But where do we draw the line? When is enough? Through my journey in finding better things, I end up feeling lacking. But once I learned to appreciate the good things around me, I was able to feel satisfied and enough. And I got this from a person who wasn't perfect, but enough for me. So, ladies and gentlemen, join me in seeking new goal. We do not deserve better. Come on, guys, open your mic and say it with me.
We do
We
not
deserve
deserve better.
enough.
We
You
deserve
deserve
enough.
Deserve
enough.
enough.
Deserve
Don't deserve it.
enough.
Resuming enough. Yeah. Okay.
And to my friend who asked, don't you deserve better? May you find your enough. Thank you. Back to you, Tom.
Okay, let's give a round of applause and congratulate Toastmaster Flo for her wonderful speech. Congratulations,
Congratulations. It was an honor to zoom in.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, Toastmaster Flo.
Yay,
Woo!
finally. Hi.
Yeah, exactly. Congratulations on your wedding too. And this is a story I witnessed front seat. What a roller coaster. And really glad to see it in speech form. Glad that she could find her shorter, younger, thinner walleted husband now and finding her enough. So there we go, ladies and gentlemen. Let's make gratitude our goal for this year if you haven't already. Next up, we have our fourth speaker, none other than my predecessor, our past president, Toastmaster Andika, doing Level 2 Project 3, Intro to Toastmaster Mentoring, evaluated by none other than his predecessor, Distinguished Toastmaster Alvin. So let us welcome Distinguished Toastmaster Alvin to welcome Toastmaster Andika.
Thank you so much, my successor, Donna. And my another successor, Toastmaster Andika, will deliver a speech in Level 2 in Presentation Mastery Pathway. This is very exciting because I believe Toastmaster Andika is excellent on presenting. And this is his new pathway on second level. And the project is Introduction to Mentoring. The purpose of this project is to Toastmaster Andika to clarify to clearly define how Toastmasters envisions mentoring. And the purpose of this speech is for member to share some aspect of previous experience as protege, can be in Toastmasters or self-Toastmasters. Now let's welcome and enjoy our fourth speaker, Toastmaster Andika, with speech title Unexpected. Unexpected, Toastmaster Andika Sumarsono.
When I first joined Toastmasters, having a mentor was unexpected. I thought this should have been a self-paced learning, writing speech, delivering speech, and canceling speech if you're not ready. Then my former VP education told me that she would find me a mentor. I was excited. Days go by. No mentor. Then she said to me, you could find a mentor yourself. Then I club hopped. Oh, there was one pertinent or prominent speaker in another club. She was the president of that club. I admire whenever she delivered a speech. Then I asked whether she wanted to be my mentor. She didn't reply for a few days. Then came back to me with a question. Why? I would love her to be my mentor. Then I expressed the reason. And days went by and no reason. Then I found that she moved abroad. Unexpected. Life moved on. I found a district champion speaker. She was also a president of her club. I expressed directly that I wanted her to be my mentor. And she refused directly, without any reason, but with a smile. Again, unexpected. So at that time, finding mentoring or finding mentors felt like dating. As if, would you be my mentor? No, Andika, let's just be friends. Ouch, friend zone. Not even situationship. Then, luckily, my VP education told me that she found a mentor for me. And when I read the title before the name, which was unfamiliar, Distinguished Toastmaster. Wow. I instantly imagined a grandma with a very lots of advices, charming and calm. Few days later, I found out that my imagination was ruined. Actually, it's not ruined. It's just very different. She was way much younger than I thought. She was full of energy and talked a lot of wisdom. Unexpected. I gave her my speech draft, my first icebreaker speech draft. And she provided me feedback just like the regular mentor. And then she ended with a question. Andika, why is looking perfect important to you? And guess what? It was not really written in the speech. And I wasn't even talking about that. And in my head, I said, wow, that person is so judgmental. But she was right. At that time, to me, credibility came from visibility, delivery, looking perfect. And she said that, no, Andika, you're wrong. Credibility came from the relevance, the engagement, the humanity of your speech. And that made you a credible speaker. Unexpected wisdom. Then she gave me a piece of advice. Be vulnerable. I said, why do I have to be vulnerable? I want to strengthen myself in Toastmasters. I want to build my confidence and I want to break my doubt. And she said that if you look such a perfect speaker, then no one, or at least only a few people, can relate to your message. Be vulnerable. Expose your emotion. Put your feeling in your words. During my first rehearsal, it was very tough because I kept rejecting that idea. However, curiosity won. Somehow, unexpectedly, then I tried to implement her advice. It was hard, but I was the best speaker when I delivered my icebreaker speech. Then, unexpected thing happened. One of the audience member actually chat in Zoom, and she said that life had been tough for her, but your speech actually made me feel that I am not alone in this world. Boom! Unexpected. I didn't know that a simple speech actually could relate to her and encourage her to move on. So my fellow Toastmaster and guests, that impact actually make a resurgence of my energy. So please seek mentor, talk to them, and listen to them more. The advice might be unexpected. The impact might be unexpected. But the journey and your growth will be unforgettable. Back to you, Toastmaster of the meeting.
Wow, let's give a round of applause and please unmute
Fabulous, fabulous.
yourselves.
Thank you.
Fabulous.
Fabulous.
Thank
Awesome.
you, Toastmaster Indika, for sharing your experience with mentorship and Toastmasters. Wow, what a journey! Knocking on so many doors to finally getting the mentor you needed and seeked. Wow. Now, and we really see it in your speeches. We are always wowed by your performances. So thank you, Toastmaster Indika. We are now approaching our last speaker, and that is none other than Toastmaster Adin. She will be delivering the same project level to Project 3 into Toastmasters mentoring, and she will be evaluated by my successor, Toastmaster Leonie. Toastmaster Leonie, time is yours.
Thank you, Toastmaster Donna, but I do have a little bit of change from Toastmaster Adin. So Toastmaster Adin will deliver effective body language project. And the purpose of this project is for the member to deliver a speech with awareness of intentional and unintentional body language, as well as to learn, practice, and refine how they use nonverbal communication when delivering a speech. The length of the speech would be 5 to 7 minutes. And without further ado, let us all welcome Toastmaster Adina Restu, ups and downs as a data scientist, ups and downs as a data scientist, Toastmaster Adina Restu.
Happy morning. Oh, sorry. Before I start, am I audible and visible?
Very clear.
Yes, you are.
Yes, cool. So, happy morning, fellow Toastmasters and guests.
Happy morning.
Before I start, I want to ask you guys, have you ever been really good at your job, but still feel like you didn't belong? Raise your hand. Yeah, raise your hands if you ever feel that way. Okay. And that was me. Not because I lack of skills, but because I didn't speak the same language as the people around me. I always dreamed of working in the data field, even though my major was not directly related to data. Long story short, I finally landed on a role as a data scientist. At first, I thought I would love the job. It required working in front of a laptop, solving problems, and earning a decent salary. There was even a slogan that said, data science is the sexiest job of the 21st century. However, what I didn't really consider was this question: how am I going to fit in with this kind of job? Because according to workplace personality studies, at least 50% of people in technical roles, including data scientists, tend to have analytical and direct communication styles. They value clarity, structure, and numbers. Meanwhile, my communication style was very different. I was more of initiating communicator, someone who enjoys brainstorming, storytelling, and building connections. And that's where the challenge began. I remember that during my first 3 months at work, I struggled. Not because I couldn't do my job. I can do that. I could do that. But I was very terrified by, my teammates around me who were very smart, who were very clever. My teammates could explain their work clearly and confidently. When they delivered their materials, they spoke in numbers, logic, and great conclusions. But when it was my turn to present, suddenly my world was shaking. I really don't know what to do. I had everything in mind, but suddenly it was just getting blurred. I was very nervous at that time. I already knew what I wanted to say, but I was afraid. I was afraid that the way I communicated was not good enough. The way that I delivered my work wasn't clear enough for them. Well, when that when that happened, I started doubting myself, not as a data scientist anymore, but as a communicator. There was this meeting that I tried my best to kind of like completely follow my teammates' work, my teammates' communication style. Well, in some meetings, it worked, but most of the time, it failed. It failed, and I really felt stuck and clueless at that time. I was wondering, like, am I really fit in this dream job? Then the turning point came when I was finally realized by something simple. I said to my mind that, well, I didn't need to change who I was. What I need to change is how I communicate. So then I started preparing differently. I listed down all the questions my fellow team would usually ask. I anticipated their concerns. And because they valued numbers, I made sure that every story that I told was supported by data. The result was very different from my first 3 months. I felt less stressed, I became more confident, and most importantly, my ideas were finally being heard. Today, I still work with data, I still build models, analyze trends, and sit in front of my laptop. But I've learned that being a data scientist is not just about numbers. It's about connecting insights to people, to you, fellow Toastmasters and guests. Because data may speak for itself, but only if we know how to speak for data. Ladies and gentlemen, that's all from me. And back to you, Toastmaster Donna. Thank you.
Okay, let's give a round of applause for Toastmaster Adine. Ooh, that is right. Can I have the pin, please? Thank you. Okay, yes. Getting used to a different communication style is a huge challenge in the workplace. And if you've been through it, you've been through it. It is hard, and I'm happy that you've overcome it. Thank you to Sashadin for sharing your story. Now we are ready to welcome the time report, which will be delivered by our timer, Toastmaster Rania. Toastmaster Rania, time is yours.
Thank you, Toastmaster Donna. Now I'm going to share the time report in the chat. So for the time report, Toastmaster Fitri spoke for 4 minutes and 22 seconds. So she is eligible. Then Toastmaster Christian spoke for 5 minutes and 40 seconds. He is eligible. Toastmaster Flo spoke for 6 minutes and 16 seconds. She is eligible. Toastmaster Andika spoke for 6 minutes and 51 seconds. He is eligible. And last but not least, Toastmaster Adin spoke for 6 minutes and 12 seconds. So everyone is eligible. Back to you, Toastmaster Donna.
Okay. Thank you, Toastmaster Rania, for delivering the time report. We are now ready to welcome our ballot counter, none other than our VP of Organizing, Toastmaster Sulthan. Time is yours.
Wait a minute. Still editing. Save and hope this works. Alright, everyone, you can catch your votes, and I have the link in the chat box. Okay, now back to our Tom, Toastmaster Donna.
Okay, so everyone, do click the link in the chat box so that you can choose your favorite speaker. So if you haven't had the time to do that, please do so. And while waiting, I am now ready to welcome a session that welcomes everyone. Ooh, can you guess what that is? It is the table topic session led by Toastmaster Salma. So Toastmaster Salma, happy to welcome you back. Time is yours.
Thank you so much, Toastmasters Donna. Happy morning, everyone. Today I will lead a table topic session. So I think you already familiar with table topics in this session. I would like to share some topics in which you can practice impromptu speaking so that you could develop quick thinking skills and also spontaneous speaking skills. Each speaker could speak for 1 until 2 minutes. And don't forget to use our word of the day, which is resurgence. I will share some topics that we can discuss for the table topic master. Sorry, the table topic session. So, since our theme today is comeback and speak up, I want to know what is your best comeback stronger experience? So, as we all know that the current Gen Z in Jakarta are very much into sports. A lot of nightlife and also nightclubs are abandoned because the young people, the Gen Z and also millennials choosing gyms over nightclubs. So there are marathons, there are people who are into padel or tennis, and it's a very positive way to come back stronger. And here we have Rani. Rani is a 20 years old Gen Z who has just gone through a messy breakup. I think she feels very angry, very lonely, and also exhausted. While it's tempting to stay in bed all day, rotting and thinking of the ex, she knows that she doesn't want to stay stuck all day. So she wants to feel better and feel more confident and feel more connected with communities. Not to impress her ex, but for her well being. She's heard that sports can help, but she doesn't know where to begin. So, if you were Rani, which sport would you choose to come back stronger? In here, I wanna invite Toastmasters who are interested to join. I think Toastmasters DTM Yusuf, are you
Yes,
interested? Yes.
I'm
If
interested.
you were Rani, which sport would you choose to come back stronger?
I would like to choose to be playing volleyball.
Volleyball. Okay.
Yes.
Oops, sorry. Volleyball. I think I need to wait a second. Volleyball. All right. So in volleyball, each point is a fresh start. Share a time when you let go of a mistake and focus on what came next. Share a time when you let go of a mistake and focus on what came next. DTM Yusuf.
Thank you very much. Am I audible and visible?
Yes, you are.
I remembered when I was in a college, in the last year of my college, I failed one subject and I felt so bad. And I told myself, why didn't I study better? Why didn't I read that book? I tried to reconcile myself. And in the end, I told myself, failure is not the end of everything. Failure is just a moment to be successful. So I told myself, be confident, study harder, read again that book, and try again with your exam. I believe everything is going to pass. So ladies and gentlemen, I started learning and learning. But I still play around with my friends because there is no use of me only looking at the book without having socializing with friends. Friends do help me a lot. We can discuss, we can laugh together, we can have fun together. And at the same time, I concentrate on reading the books. And in the end, I did again the test and I passed very, very good mark. So ladies and gentlemen, never give up. If you failed once, try again and again and again, but try in a better way. If you think you can do it, you can talk with friends, just do it. don't let yourself be in your bedroom all the time. Back to you. Thank you.
Thank you, DTM Yusuf. Wow, failure is not the end of everything, and we can get back from failure by trying in a better way. Thank you so much. And for the next speaker, I would like to invite Toastmaster Weni. Toastmaster Weni, are you here?
Yes.
All right. Toastmaster Weni, which sport would you like to choose to come back stronger?
I would like to choose Pilates.
Pilates. All right. So Pilates is about rebuilding strength. Tell us about a time when starting slowly helped you regain confidence or ability. Tell us about a time when starting slowly helped you regain confidence or ability. Toastmaster Weni.
Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Salma. I think when I start to learn back then, when I choose a major as in information system while I'm in college, because I'm not really like computing at first, but because of the pride of the IPA student, so I don't want to take the accountant. And then but I don't want to take the computer science because I'm not sure that uh, I could handle the complex mathematics like calculus. That's why I choose in the middle information system. At first, I really blank, uh, especially with the programming. I'm not really like it, but because I have a motto that when I start something, I have to finish it well. So I try to learn. I learn with my friends, and then I also ask more with my lecturer and also the laboratory assistant and some of the senior. And luckily, they give me, they give their time to help me to understand, and until after graduated I can be a system analyst, and I love this major until now. I also work as a lecturer in information system as well. So yeah, I think learn uh, uh, some some of my friends said that baby step process or progress is still a progress. Yeah, so even though it's only a baby step, but if we do it consistently, it can make us better. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Weni. Right, baby step. And as Toastmaster Andika says, baby step progress is still a progress indeed. Thank you, Toastmaster Weni. And for the next topic, I would like to invite Toastmaster Hanif. Toastmaster Hanif, are you here?
Yes, yes, yes. I'm here.
All right. So Toastmaster Hanif, which sport would you like to choose to come back stronger?
I think football maybe.
Football. All right. Okay, so football involves wins and losses. So please tell us about a loss or disappointment that pushed you to work harder or think differently. Tell us about a loss or disappointment that pushed you to work harder or think differently. Toastmaster Hanif.
So back in the days when I was in elementary school or junior high school, I always get in the 10 big rank when it come distribute report. However, when I entered a senior high school, at that time it was pandemic. So we did an online class. And because of that, that was the first time I had my own phone, and suddenly I got addicted with it. At the time, during an online school, instead of instead of studying, I choosing to doing anything besides learning, such as watching anime or playing some mobile game, and it was affected to my grades, my rank. And when I discovered that I was the second rank from below, I felt disappointed at the time, because when I was in elementary, when I was in the junior high school, I always be the top best. But right now, I was the second rank from below, and I was afraid to tell my mom about the truth. So instead, I choose to be silent at the time. And then came, and then the COVID-19 was vanished. So we went back to the normal school, offline school, and every teacher, when they taught the subject, they always said, "Do you still remember this material we already learned in the last year?" I I throw my face with hope of I hope that this teacher doesn't point at me to answer that material. So that was the resurgence point that I wanted to come back to my prime time, to my time when I was in the junior, to my time when I was the elementary. So I studied hard, and luckily, surprisingly, I come back to the 10 best rank when it comes to distribute report. That's all from me. Back to you, table topic master.
Thank you, Toastmaster Hanif. Wow, thank you so much for sharing your resurgence points. I think it's very interesting to know your comeback stronger story. All right, so for the next topic, I would like to invite Toastmaster Ray. Toastmaster Ray, are you here?
Oh, yes. Hi. Hello, hello.
All right, so Toastmaster Ray, which sport would you like to choose in here?
Can you remind me again which one has been chosen? Have been chosen.
Pilates, football, volleyball has been chosen. You may
Okay.
choose here in this area.
All right, basketball.
Basketball, all right. So, missing shots is part of basketball. Please share an experience where a mistake helped you improve or learn something important. Please share an experience where a mistake helped you improve or learn something important. Toastmaster Ray.
Have you ever gotten rejected by a girl? I have a lot of times. Um, Hi everyone. My name is Ray. This is the first time I came back to Toastmasters after a while, and this is the question that I got. Of course, I need to rebrand myself as the single guy of the bunch. Yes, getting rejected sucks, but I learned a lot of things from rejection. First, I learned that women usually love men that are confident, and I wasn't really confident back then. So, because of that, I joined Toastmasters and I became more confident. Second, I learned to know more about myself because being single, even though it sucks, but it created a mindset of I can do everything alone. And I realized that being lonely is not so bad. So those are the mistakes that I did, but it kind of got me through my adulthood right now. I live in Bali alone by myself. A lot of people ask, "Hey Ray, when are you getting married? When are you getting, your true loved one?" And I'll just say to them, "Hey, I've made a lot of mistakes in my life, and right now I don't want to make more mistakes, and I just want to focus on myself." And that's how you learn, folks. Back to you, TTM.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Ray, for sharing your vulnerability. I think it's very touching that you can share your vulnerability with us, while also sharing that there are a lot of things that we can learn and a lot of things that we can be happy about. Happy about. All right. So I wanna invite one more speaker from Toastmasters here and also guest. Does anyone interested to participate in the table topic session? Anyone wants to raise your hand before I mention the name? All right. Maybe I need to mention and choose. How about um, Toastmaster Dede? Toastmaster Dede, are you here?
Yes, I'm here.
All right. So Toastmaster Dede, would you like to choose any one of these sports?
I will choose the pedal.
Paddle. Okay, paddle. So paddle requires quick adjustments. Can you share a time when you changed your approach after a setback and saw better results? Can you share a time when you changed your approach after a setback and saw better results? Toastmaster Dede.
So currently, everyone told me that I'm the extrovert or the excited one when we're talking in the community or at work. At this time, when I talk to everyone that I introvert or I'm shy person, they will refuse that statement. Actually, when the first time I felt shy and also feel not confident enough with myself when I was grow up to in the teenager. When I in the high school, actually I moved to the another village at the time because in my own village there is no high school. So I need to move to the another village. And then there is a lot of the person that I re- never connected and never communicate. Everyone have differ in the social, in the how they learn, how they connected, and how they play together as friends, and how the privilege is true at the time. I just noticed that I was different with others. When they talking about this food, I don't know. When they talking about this major or how they get the extra courses in outside of school, I feel outsider. So at the time I feel small and I just isolate myself. At the time when I moved to the high school, I want to rebrand myself that I want to be the confident person. So in the high school, actually, I moved to the another village also, and I started to confident with myself because everyone didn't know me. So I just starting to raise hand of during the classes and also start to communicate to the my friends. So that the flip situation when I change myself with the movement that I confident I start to make it progress. Rather than they comparing myself with other conditions, so I try to build myself grow and better. I think it's all back to Tasmaster Salma.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Dede, for sharing your vulnerability. All right, so we have one more. I think I wanna invite the guest here to also participate in our table topic session. Maybe guest Rivka, would you like to participate in the table topic session?
Hi, Salma. Yeah, sure. I think I'd like to try.
All right, so which sport would you like to choose?
I would like to choose yoga.
Yoga. All right. So yoga teaches patience and balance. Tell us about a time when accepting a difficult situation helped you grow. Tell us about a time when accepting a difficult situation helped you grow. Guess Rivka.
Okay, so a few months ago, I ended a relationship that I thought would be something big, something that lasts maybe a lifetime. But then I learned that it wasn't something that I expected it to be. And since the relationship was off, then I took some time to really process what was happened. I took some time to let myself grieve over the relationship and everything in between, what happened and what didn't. And I didn't immediately jump into the condition where I finally accept what already happened. After letting myself grieve, mourning over, and taking myself to truly feel the emotions, to truly process the thoughts and everything I had at that time, I finally releases all the uneasy and uncomfortable emotions. Then I actually did yoga. I am doing yoga again after several years of not doing that. And I finally what is the word of the day? Wait, let me check it out. Resurgence, and it started with me doing yoga again. It helped me to release all the emotions and to also grip a little tighter on my life, on myself, on my dreams. And yeah, I think that was for my, what is it, table topics. Thank you, Salma, for inviting me.
Thank you so much, Rivka, for sharing your personal story and also um, having a courage to be vulnerable with us and also use our word of the day, resurgence. All right, so I think that is the end of the table topic session. I am so happy to hear all the personal stories and also vulnerabilities. Sometimes vulnerability is often misunderstood as weakness or something that should be hidden, but the truth is it takes a lot of courage to be vulnerable, and when we are comfortable being vulnerable with others, it means that we could connect more deeply with others. And thank you so much for all of your participation in the table topics. I am uh, giving this back to the Toastmasters of the meeting, Toastmaster Donna.
All right. Thank you, Toastmaster Salma, for leading the table topic session. Let's give a round of applause. Ooh, cute. Okay, let us welcome the timer, Toastmaster Rania, to present the time report.
Thank you, Toastmaster Donna. I'm going to share the time report in the chat. So, firstly, Toastmaster Yusuf spoke for 2 minutes and 12 seconds. He is eligible for voting. And second Toastmaster Weni, she spoke for 2 minutes and 9 seconds. She is eligible. Third, we have Toastmaster Hanif. He spoke for 2 minutes and 56 seconds. So unfortunately, he is not eligible for voting. And then we have Toastmaster Ray, who spoke for 1 minute and 39 seconds. So he is unfortunately also ineligible for voting. And then we have Toastmaster Dede. She spoke for Oh, I'm sorry. Toastmaster Ray spoke for 1 minute and 39 seconds. So he is eligible for the voting. I'm sorry. And then Toastmaster Dede, she spoke for 2 minutes and 45 seconds. So she is eligible for voting. Okay. Wait a minute. Oh no, Toastmaster Dede is not eligible for voting. And last but not least, we have guest Rivka. She spoke for 1 minute and 45 seconds. She is eligible for voting. Back to you, Toastmaster Donna.
All right. Thank you, Toastmaster Rania, for giving the time report. Now let us welcome our ballot counter, Toastmaster Sulthan, to present the ballot.
This is the QR code, everyone. And if you want to vote by your PC or laptop, I have it in the chat box, and that's it. I'll give it back to our TOM Toastmaster Donna.
Okay, thank you to Toastmaster Sulthan for giving out the ballot. Don't forget to vote so that you could share with us your favorite table topic speaker. And before we go to the evaluation session, there is something very important that we have to do. Can you guess what it is? Taking
Photo
pictures.
session.
That's right. It is the photo session. Okay, so give out your best smiles, everybody.
Yeah,
Okay, turn on your cameras. Mr. VPO, you want
Ooh,
to take the shot?
of course, there's two slides. Hang on, everyone. Okay, in three, two, all right. And then the next slide in three, two, all right. That's it. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Okay, and now on to the Breakfast of Champions, the heart of a Toastmaster meeting, the place where we get to learn and become a better people and resurge as the person we can be. We are going to enter the evaluation session led by our General Evaluator and VP of Education, Toastmaster Sonny. Toastmaster Sonny, time is yours.
Thank you so much, Madam Tom, and love to see you back on the screen. Happy morning, everyone. My name is Sonny, and tonight I'll serve you as your General Evaluator. For those who didn't know, General Evaluator is the one who will lead the evaluation session, and later I'll also give my report for everything in this meeting, every aspect for the meeting. But that's later, because first we will hear the evaluation of the speaker. Let's begin with the evaluation for the first speaker, which is Toastmaster Fitri, which will be delivered by her evaluator, Toastmaster Winda. Toastmaster Winda, the screen is yours.
Thank you, Mr. GE. Okay. Being fit means having the strength, energy, and balance to enjoy life. Toastmaster Fitriana. Name, lifestyle, and a journey. What a intriguing title. Okay, Toastmaster Fitriana, there are two things that really stood out in your speech. First, I noticed that you shared an authentic personal story. You didn't just simply explain what your name Fit means, but instead, you showed us through your real life journey with sport and physical activity, from swimming in your school years, and then even though you are not quite active in college, but you continue with sport in your at your work, and then you mentioned also quite a lot, yeah, yoga, running, archery, Pilates, and also hiking. Wow, I cannot help but impress with your so many sport activity. And then that make the story felt genuine and also relatable. So because this authenticity help the audience connect with you and also trust your message. That is the first one, authentic personal story. And then the second one, I also noticed that you use a clear chronological structure, beginning with your experiences at school, and then also moving on to college, and then sharing your fit journey at work. This timeline made your speech easy to follow and also allowed the audience to stay engaged throughout your story. Toastmaster Fitriana, you delivered a solid icebreaker speech. To help make it even better, I have two suggestions. First, the eye contact. I observed that while delivering your speech, sometimes you didn't look at the camera. Maintaining steady eye contact will help you build a stronger connection with your audience and show your confidence as speaker. So next time you deliver your speech, you may consider to maintain steady eye contact to the audience. And then the second one is, I also noticed that you begin your speech by introducing yourself with, my name is Fitriana. My friend used to call me Fit. This connects well with your title. But to help it more stronger, you may consider starting with a stronger opening hook to capture the audience attention. For example, you can begin with yes/no questions. For example, do you believe your name can shape who you became? So in this way, the audience will be curious with your questions. So to sum up, the strength that you have in your speech, first, authentic personal story, and also clear chronological timeline, and two areas for improvement, eye contact, maintaining eye contact to the audience, and also you can consider stronger opening hook. Overall, congratulations, Toastmaster Fitriana. You successfully completed your icebreaker speech, and I look forward to seeing your continued growth as a speaker. Thank you. Back to you, Mr. GE.
Wow, thank you so much, Toastmaster Winda, for your thorough evaluations. I can feel that the sense of educator is really in you. Now, let's move to the second evaluator, our impromptu evaluator for tonight, which is Toastmaster Malik, who will evaluate Toastmaster Christian. Toastmaster Malik, the screen is yours.
Thank you, Mr. G. Happy morning, everyone. What a beautiful story that we just hear from Toastmaster Christian, a reflection of 2025. Throughout the session, I observed a couple of things. First, what you already delivered good and what's need to be improved. First, I start with the good one. Your story was relevant and very relatable to everyone. I could see that everyone in the audience could relate with the story that you just delivered. It's very relevant to the audience, which make the story more stronger and will be the advantage of your speech. And second, you also deliver the speech with clear tone, and also you put a little bit of humor throughout the speech, which make the speech more interesting, I'll say. And to make your speech even powerful, I'd like to give some recommendation. First, the story structure. I noticed you use the story structure by delivering the problem and also emotion and lesson and impact, but there is a missing point, which is the call to action. So by adding that, that will be make your story more impactful. And second, on opening part, I noticed that you start the story with an event, but it could be even more stronger if you can say with a shocking statement, like for example, 2025, I got scammed for all, and I lost for over 4 million rupiah. So with this kind of shocking statement, that will make your speech even more interesting and can get more audience. And lastly, on the closing line, as I said, there is a missing CTA on that part. I would suggest instead of just thanking the 2025, you can say something like this. So if you're going through a tough day, year, a week and year, just listen to my story. What I've been through on 2025 is shaping me into the better person that I am today. So if you're going through a tough time, just face it and don't fear of it, and let it shape into the better person of you. So to sum up, your story was relevant and really interesting, but to make your story even more powerful, you need to may work on the story structure and also improving on the opening part and on the closing line by adding the CTA. Overall, you're doing a great job on your speech, but to doing improvement on that part, that will be making your speech even great. So to challenge you, I'd like you to improve on that part on your next speech. Looking forward to to hear a lot of stories from yours. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Toastmaster Malik, for your evaluations for Toastmaster Christian. This is one of the example how Toastmasters shape us to be resilient in any conditions, so that whenever you were assigned impromptu, immediately you will be ready and can deliver a good evaluations. Now let's move to the next evaluator, which is my fellow VP from Jakarta Toastmaster Club, Toastmaster Rizky, who will evaluate our VPM Toastmaster Flow. Toastmaster Rizky, the screen is yours.
Thank you, Mr. GE. There is no need to be more. You are enough. Everybody is enough. I think that's the point of Toastmaster Florentina speech. Let's move on to the what is the strength of Toastmaster Floor speech. I will divide it into two sessions, Enough 1.0 and Enough 2.0. For Enough 1.0, which is the strength, the key message is resonate within the audience, because when I see the chat room, when I see the response, Toastmaster Flow's key message which is really universal, because the question is, we often ask to ourselves, don't we deserve better? And that's the point, because the Toastmaster Flow want to tweak the mindset about yes, we deserve better, but ultimately we deserve to be enough. That's the first one. And the second one is the hand gestures. I noticed that Toastmaster Flow hand gestures during the speech is elevate the message even more powerful. And I really love how Toastmaster Flow put it just like one of the hand gestures in the speech. And the third one is audience engagements. So for the audience engagement, I think Toastmaster Flow ace in it, because the first thing I noticed is that when Toastmaster Flow showed the picture of his husbands, the engagement is really full, particularly when someone has to zoom in with the caps lock to zoom in Toastmaster, your husband photo. I think for that part, the engagement you did is really great. So, what is the Enough 2.0? The Enough 2.0 is how to improve your speech to be even better. So, I noticed that for the vocal variety, Toastmaster Flow is 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 not utilized it really well. So I think in the next speech, I think Toastmaster Flow can really more utilize the vocal variety, because at some part there are some vocal variety that Toastmaster Flow utilize. For example, like she explained about her breakup, and I noticed that Toastmaster Flow say the mother, and I think that kind of part can be more dramatic. And to challenge you, I think for the most of all, the message, the audience engagement, and also the content is really good. Imagine if you are deliver standing. If you are standing, you can utilize body language. You can have a more room for hand gesture and etc. I think That's all for the Toastmaster floor. Keep up the great work. The speech is really resonate with us, particularly for single guy. So back to you, Mr. GE.
Thank you for your evaluations, Toastmaster Rizky. I do agree that the speech was so engaging, and especially thank you for the one audience who asked for zoom in the caps lock. Oops, yeah, that's me. Sorry. Next, let's go to the fourth evaluator. This thing is Toastmaster Alvin, which will evaluate Toastmaster Andika's speech. This thing is Toastmaster Alvin. The screen is yours.
Wait. Challenge will be unexpected, but the journey and your growth will be unforgettable. Thank you so much for sharing your speech, Toastmaster Andika. And I can reflect myself during the speech. He made me remember when I have a mentor, and I always say he was right all the time. So never do things alone in Toastmasters. We have mentors. Partnering with your mentor will make you become more unforgettable. Now let's observe what went well of his speech. The first one is very well structured, as he shared the aspect of being a protege. It's very well structured. It started with the unexpected. I noticed this as the challenge or the problem, and then solution comes when he shared about mentoring. So I can see it clearly. Problem, solution. Simple to follow. Well done. And the second one, the most impressive, is the humor. I tell it at least 3 times. Toastmaster Andika share his humor. This indicates that Toastmaster Andika taking risks of doing humor, because doing humor, there's a risk if it is not funny or people not interested. But doing humor show that Toastmaster Andika is very confident tonight. Now, what can be better on his speech? I can say that there are some missing part of his speech. The first one is the detail of the speech, especially for the VBE. Well, not mentioning the details can make your audience disengage or questioning during your speech. When you said the VPE, I question, is it me? But then you say it was female, is it Donna? Or is it Dentia or more predecessor? So I have these questions during the speech. It could be better if you just mention the name or even the time. When was it? Was it in the pandemic? Is it in 2022, 2021? So we can picture it together with you. The second one about the detail is about the mentor herself. Who was the mentor? You keep saying the mentor helped me, the mentor guided me, but I have this question all the time. Who was the mentor? I wish you can conceal it in the half end part of the speech, but it keep not concealed. So I keep questioning this. So it could be better if you just mention the name of your mentor or the particular time when you do this mentoring. This will help your audience also to have the picture together. Overall, Toastmaster Andika, well done. You have very well structured and showing very high confidence with your humor. And could be better with adding details to your speech. Can be who is the mentee, the mentor, the VP education, when was it? That will complete you as a more better public speaker. Back to you, G.
Thank you, distinguished Toastmaster Alvin, for your detailed evaluations. I hope that this will also help Toastmaster Andika improve the speech. And I hope this also answers Toastmaster Andika's question whether the DTM is always a grannies or grandpas. That is not. Now, We have our last but not least evaluator for tonight, our Madam President, Toastmaster Leonie, who will evaluate Toastmaster Adin. Toastmaster Leonie, the screen is yours.
Congratulations, Toastmaster Adin. You have cracked down the science of data. It is not about the numbers. It's about how we communicate that numbers. So there are three things that I love so much about your speech. First one, you use authentic personal story as a data scientist. And because this story means a lot to you, it adds depth into your speech. And as an audience, we felt relatable. The second thing that I love from your speech is a logical key message. You tell a story about being a data scientist, and at the end you tell the audience, I don't have to change myself. What I need to change is how I communicate. So this part, it makes the audience to follow, remember, and trust what you're saying. And the third thing that I love about your speech is that you use a clear enunciation and pronunciation. And it really improves our comprehensions as the audience. Now, to give some data points for her speech, here are my recommendations. First one, I noticed that she uses a physical gestures to enhance part of her speech, like using fingers for number 3 months, 50%. And that was a good thing because it highlights the speech. I also noticed that there are some hand gestures like this. And it might distract the audience a little bit. I would suggest to try to pause her hands during the strongest statement so we don't have to always move our hands. There are moments where we can just not using our hands. And the second thing that I noticed was that eye contact. Have you ever noticed when an influencer talk in maybe social media? It felt like the influencer talked with us. Why? Because they use eye contact. They use that specific gaze so that we feel like they are talking with us. And in online setting, that is what we should do. We should try to notice where our gaze is by trying to first record ourselves so that we know where to look. That is my suggestion. So in summation, Toastmaster Adin, you use an authentic personal story, logical key messages, clear enunciation, and when it comes to body language, try to use pauses in gestures and deliberate eye contact. I believe as a data scientist, she can use this data for the speech experience as a resurgence point and come back stronger in her next speech. Back to you, GE.
Thank you, Madam President, for your wonderful evaluations. That would definitely be the data point for Toastmaster Adin to improve her speech and give a resurgence moment for her. Now we have all the speech evaluations done. Let's hear from our timer, Toastmaster Rania, for the time report for the evaluators.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sonny. Here's the time report for the evaluators. Oh, wait a minute. So first, Toastmaster Winda spoke for 3 minutes and 23 seconds. She is eligible. Second, Toastmaster Malik spoke for 3 minutes and 10 seconds. He is eligible. Third, Toastmaster Rizky spoke for 3 minutes and 24 seconds. He is eligible. Fourth, Toastmaster Alvin, he spoke for exactly 3 minutes and 30 seconds, just right in time, so he is eligible. And fifth, we have Toastmaster Leonie, spoke for 3 minutes and 39 seconds. She is eligible. Back to you, Toastmaster Sonny.
Thank you, Toastmaster Rania. Congratulations. All the evaluators are eligible to be voted. Now it's time for you to vote your most favorite evaluators. And I would let the ballot counter, Toastmaster Sulthan, to give the vote.
All right, so this is the oh, this is the QR code, everyone. If you are using your laptop, your PC, I already have the link in the chat box. That's it from me. Give it back to our GE Toastmaster Sonny.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sulthan. And don't forget to vote your most favorite evaluators. Now, while you are still voting, let's move to another report from my team. Next, I will have our Ah-WoD counter, Toastmaster Sheila, who will deliver her her report for the filler words usage. Toastmaster Sheila, the screen is yours.
Yes, in general, every speaker has already delivered their speech very well, and are the counts for all the filler sounds and the filler words. I want to first give highlights for Fitri and Christian. I know you will improve in the next speech, and especially highlights for the Mr. Andika for having the repeated words and very minimum filler sounds and filler words. And also for Yusuf, TM Yusuf, and which very have very little filler sounds and filler words. And other is TM Hanif for already use the word of this day, resurgence. I give it back to Sonny.
Awesome, wonderful report from Toastmaster Sheila. And thank you for the clear report, and thank you for also encouraging people to improve for the next time. Now I'll still have another team to report. Let me call our grammarian, Toastmaster Taufiq, who will deliver the grammar usage for tonight's meeting. Toastmaster Taufiq, the screen is yours.
Thank you so much. Let me share my screen first. Can you see my screen now?
Yes, we could.
All right. So I would like to start my report by doing a little quiz. I'm gonna show you the beautiful scenes that I'm able to catch during the speech. So please mention the speakers, right? So let's try. Should not act impulsive, think twice. Who said this? Anyone? Someone that gets scammed?
Toastmaster Christian.
That's correct, Toastmaster Christian. Best of luck for your next transaction, yeah, Toastmaster Christian. Next, it's more than just nickname. It reflects my journey, my lifestyle. Being truly fit means having the strength, energy, balance to enjoy life.
Toastmaster Fitri.
Right. I love your focus, guys. Next, I feel enough. I don't deserve better. I deserve enough.
Toastmaster
Oh, right. Great job. The last but not least, credibility came from the relevance, engagement, and humanity of your speech. Be vulnerable.
Toastmaster Andika.
Toastmaster Andika.
Yes, correct. I really love this session. And next, oh, this is actually the last one. Being the data scientist isn't just about numbers, it's about connecting insight to people, to you, because data may speak for itself, but only if we know how to speak for the data.
Toastmaster
Toastmaster
Adin.
Adin.
Correct. Okay, I think that's all for the beautiful sayings. I really love those sayings. That's why I want to show it to everybody so we can take a look at and learn from it. And next, let's check the a little reminder from me about the grammatical error. There are three that I would like to pointing it out. The first is there is someone call me. There is something wrong here. And then the second one, I lost and got scammed for like 4.5 million rupiah. And the last one of my audience member actually chat in Zoom and she said, okay, let's take a moment to think what's wrong with these three examples. Okay, let's refill it together. 1, 2, 3. Okay, the first one, there is someone call me because the speakers want to talk about something happened in the past. So it's supposed to be there was someone call me or there was someone called me, something like that. And the second one, I lost and got scammed for like. I lost is actually transitive verb, so it's supposed to be followed by object. So I lost what? I lost money. So you need to state it very clearly. I lost money. It's also very similar to I read a book. So there is like the object after the verb. And for like something wrong for like, because for is supposed to be to show like the duration, like for 2 hours I waited for 2 hours, not for like 4.5 million rupiah, because because for to show the amount you need to show like loss about something like that. And then the last example is actually member. It's supposed to be members. It's supposed to be plural. And then actually chat. It's supposed to be chatted. Put the ed. Yeah, that's all. It's I think that many speakers really great. They have like very great grammar. So I just want to give you a reminder that this is something that we can work on. And this is actually the grammar tips that I would like to show. The first one, make sure that if you want to tell something happened in the past, use the past tense verb. And for transitive verb, it's supposed to be followed by a direct object, like I lost my wallet, I lost my money, something like that. And last but not least, it usually needs a specific object or time. So I waited for 2 hours. This gift is for you, something like that. And the mistake for like is when you want to show like amounts of money, you need to show it like about 4.5 million rupiah or around. It's not for like something like that. Like it's more about like informal things. So I really want you to use like I lost money, I got scammed and lost about 4.5 million rupiah, something like that. There's two option for that. I think that's all. I want to give the control back to our Mr. GE, Toastmaster Sonny. Thank you.
Oh wow, very comprehensive and concise grammar lesson from Toastmaster Taufiq. And how come you can take notes of that long quotes without mistakes? Wow, that must require a lot of attention. Okay, that's all from my team. Now it's time for me to give my report for tonight's meeting. Hold on, I need to move a little bit because I want to show something, which is what is the good thing that I observed in tonight's meeting. We have several good things that I could sense in the tonight's meeting. First of all, welcome back. Woo! This is our first meeting in 2026, and coincidentally, we welcome back some of our members who were inactive for a while due to some personal reasons, and now they are back taking role, delivering speech, and yes, this team is for all of you guys. The second is adaptability. I love how all the teams are quickly adapt with the weather situations, and we chose to quickly move the meetings to online. and we have smooth transition during that. The third one, I really like how everyone is doing experiment in their roles, doing new things. And that's also related to the fourth part, which is creative slides. I really can see your heart poured into the creativity on each slides that you deliver. And last but not least, I always love to see the supportive energy for the audience. Woo! Let's give your most supportive energy in this meeting, because this is all we need. We need all support from the audience to be able to learn and grow. Now I need to move slightly a little bit. Oh my God, this is nice. And I would like to give some things, small things that we can improve from tonight's meeting. First of all, I noticed that some role takers didn't come. I think most of the role takers didn't come by the time. So I would like to remind that for all role takers, try to come earlier than the meeting time. If you have something to do and you need to come late, please also notify all of us so that we can go ahead first. The second, I noticed that we rarely emphasize and introduce the word of the day. And yeah, this is actually one of the experiments that we are doing, but apparently seems like the VPE forgot to put the session to introduce the word of the day. So please blame the VPE for that. No, just kidding. But yeah, I think that one of the key of the Toastmaster meeting is word of the day, which we can learn one word every meeting. So I personally think that the introduction, the usage, and the emphasize encouragement to use word of the day is important in a meeting. Third one, I noticed that some role takers prepare the things on the spot. I could suggest the role takers to prepare it before the meeting. So when the meeting started, you are already with your hands. And last but not least, I would love to see more chance for guests to speak in the table topic session or in the answering question of the day. So I'm so sorry for the guests who don't have chance to speak today. Well, maybe you need to come again next week or need to be a member. No, sorry. Okay, that's all from me. Personally, I feel like this is a wonderful meeting. This is one of the comeback meeting, and I hope that all the resurgence spirit lies in you even after this meeting. Now that's all from my end as the general evaluator. I'm signing up and I will give the control to our ballot counter, Toastmaster Sultan, to introduce the winners. Toastmaster Sultan, the screen is yours.
All right. Okay, wait a minute. Okay, can you hear this confetti? Wait. Yeah, I
Yes,
guess
we
I
can.
at least you can hear it. So for the best prepared speaker goes to Toastmaster Andika.
Thank you.
Wait, okay, someone please screenshot. I can screenshot while I share my screen.
Okay, I will screenshot.
All right, thank you, Madam
Okay,
Press.
Tosin Randika in 3, 2. Okay, it's already taken.
Speaking about comeback, that's my cue. The best table topic speaker goes to VTM Ray. Woo! Okay, this is okay. I may be addicted with confetti.
Thank you very much.
Okay,
Okay, Ray. For your information, Ray is our members as well. If you don't know,
oh
isn't
yeah,
Toastmaster Ray or our member?
I missed that.
Toastmaster
It's supposed to be TM Ray only.
Yeah. Okay, in 3 and 2. Back to you.
Thank you.
All right. Goes to someone who has been holding Tangang together. DTM
Ooh.
Alvin.
All right. Distinguished those that are open. Where are you? Okay. Here you are. In 3, in 2. Okay, back to you. Ballot counter.
If you are really curious, how do you develop soft skill? How if you ask, I have my own personal question. Why someone having their own careers still join in the night to this meeting? Because here we learn about soft skill in our communication and leadership skill. And if you are curious about it, you can contact our not Madam President, Madam VP of Membership, Toastmaster Flow. There is the WhatsApp, the YouTube, and you can scan this QR code. This is for me. I would like to stop share screen. I would like to go back to our Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Donna.
Okay. Thank you, Sister Sulthan, and thank you and congratulations to all winners. Woohoo! Please unmute yourselves.
Congratulations.
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 Wow, what a way to start the year. I would like to leave us with a hopeful note. Okay. A quote from, is it Latin or Greek? The Greek philosopher Epictetus. It is our attitude toward events, not the events themselves, which we can control. Nothing is by its own nature calamitous. Even death is terrible only if we fear it. So whatever happens to you, the thing that makes it awful is you. So like get the grip together, okay? That's like the toughest way to say it. But yes, let us welcome 2026 with a resurgence. And now I probably would like to close this session and hand it back to Miss President Toastmaster Leonie. Toastmaster Leonie, it is yours.
All right, thank you. Just a little bit of technical issue on my side. Thank you, Madam IPP. Thank you, the newlyweds, for bringing up our meeting today. And now, before we leave, please stay first because before I announce many things, I would like to have a induction ceremony for one of our newest member, Toastmaster Winnie Ripka. Could you please spotlight our newest member, Toastmaster Winnie, to the
Alright.
screen?
Wait. This one, okay.
Okay, Toastmaster Winnie, could you please raise your hand, raise your right hand like this, and please repeat after me. Are you ready, Toastmaster Winnie?
Yes, Toastmaster Leonie.
I, in the presence of my fellow members of the SCBD Toastmasters Club, make this firm obligation.
I, in the presence of my fellow members of the SCBD Toastmasters Club, make this firm obligation.
Okay, could you raise your hand like this?
Oh, okay, like this?
Yes.
Okay.
To attend meetings regularly and prepare fully for each assignment.
To attend meetings regularly and prepare fully for each assignment.
Myself to outline in the education program.
To apply to the projects outlined in the Toastmasters education program.
To participate actively in club activities.
To participate actively in club activities.
To evaluate others in a positive, constructive manner.
To evaluate others in a positive, constructive manner.
To build open, friendly relationship with my fellow members.
To build open, friendly relationships with my fellow members.
And to bring other new members into the club so that they can also gain the benefits of Toastmasters.
And to bring other new members into the club so that they can also gain the benefits of Toastmasters.
Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Wendy. And now for all the members of SCBD Toastmasters Club, you may unmute yourself and repeat after me. Please unmute yourself and say, "We, the members of SCBD Toastmasters Club, pledge."
We, the members of
Members of SCBD Toastmasters Club, pledge
to support you in your quest for self-development.
to
support you in your quest for self-development.
To provide you with positive, helpful evaluations.
To provide you with positive, helpful evaluation.
Helpful evaluation.
To maintain a friendly, supportive atmosphere.
To
maintain a friendly, supportive atmosphere.
To give you opportunities to help others.
To
give you opportunities to help others.
And to make your Toastmasters membership a rewarding and fulfilling experience.
And to make
your
Toastmasters membership a
rewarding and fulfilling
experience.
All right, now let us welcome Toastmaster Wendy and say congratulations to her.
Congratulations.
Congratulations,
Wendy.
TM
Thank
Wendy.
you, everyone.
Thank you, every Toastmasters members today. And thank you, Toastmaster Wendy. Hopefully you can feel the excitement of joining Toastmasters Club. And thank you so much for coming, all fantastic members of SCBD Toastmasters Club, our fellow Toastmasters visiting today, and also a special appreciation to our wonderful guests. Please come again next week. And congratulations also for today's first time role takers, Toastmaster Fitri, delivering her first icebreaker speech, Toastmaster Rania as a timer, and Toastmaster Sheila as a Ah-WoD counter. Say congratulations!
Congratulations, guys!
Thank you, everyone.
We have so many congratulations today. And next event tomorrow, Saturday, 24th January 2026, we have Toastmaster Garda, Distinguished Toastmaster Alvin, our VPE Toastmaster Sonny, and our Secretary Toastmaster Olivia joining the J4 area contest. Woohoo! If you want to come, just click the registration link and I will give it on the chat box. And yeah, if you want to come to see how all the contestants showing their speech ability and you want to support our friends and SCBD members, so please just come tomorrow from 9 o'clock to 3 p.m. All right. And next week, our club meeting will be conducted hybrid. Hopefully, there's no more bad weather in Jakarta, so we can conduct our hybrid meeting at Library of Kemendikbudristek. The theme will be the fresh air we breathe. Okay, so please come again be it online or on-site. And of course, if you want to know more about SCBD Toastmaster Club, you can contact our Vice President of Membership, Toastmaster Flo. Now, with the power vested in me as the club president, I would like to adjourn this meeting by saying Happy morning!
Happy
Happy
Morning.
morning.
Thank you for joining.
Morning.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Happy
everyone.
morning. Bye,
Bye.
everyone.
Bye-bye.
Okay, can we stop the recording?
Like Toastmaster Sonny for tomorrow. It's a big day.
Woo!